What's up, guys? It's about to be 9 o'clock in the East Coast. All the NFL playoff games are done with. The divisional round is over with. We have our matchups for the NFC Championship game and the AFC Championship game. And as you guys know, I started my predictions. My first video ended up messed up, but I corrected myself. I gave my truthful predictions and whatnot, and I gave my predictions for this week, and here we go. Um, I'm for right now. I've gotten all my picks right. So yeah, let's get into them. First game yesterday, Saturday, was the Saints in Seattle. The Seahawks won that game. I watched every game, by the way. Seahawks won that game. The key notes that I have here is just Earl Thomas on defense for the Seahawks at safety. He was clutch, and time again he was clutch, making a stand for one of the best safeties in the game. I've always liked this game. He's a small guy, but he plays hard and he gives it his all, and he's very talented. Speaking of defense, Seattle's defense A++. Jimmy Graham kept quiet throughout the whole game. The Saints, they tried running the ball, they didn't have much success, and they couldn't stop the run. Marshawn Lynch, as usual, was just too much, and it ended up at what it was. The Seahawks ended up winning the game. Now the Saints did have a chance. Not a big chance, but a chance. Drew Brees threw it to Marcus Colston, and all he had to do was just take a step to the left and touch the out of bounds for a chance for a Hail Mary, and he decided to take matters into his own hand and try to lateral the ball, and his first throw was just clearly forward about 5 yards, and that pretty much ended the game, which I thought was a bonehead move. It was a rookie mistake by a veteran, and that's something you can't do. So yeah, that's that one. The second game of that night was the AFC Divisional round. Indianapolis Colts, after the miraculous win, come back against Kansas City, against the New England Patriots, and wow. Wow. LeGarrette Blount just did it all by himself. Not literally, but almost. He ran for, I think, 177 yards, 166 yards, something like that. Definitely 150 plus yards and 4 touchdowns. LeGarrette Blount, the same guy that punched a Boise State player when he played for Oregon, the same guy that got cut by, he got cut by the Titans, he got traded by the Buccaneers. That same LeGarrette Blount, 250 plus pound guy, monster. It's definitely part of the system, but he does have some talent. So yeah. Another big issue of that game was Andrew Luck, 4 interceptions. I'm not questioning his ability. He is going to be elite, in my opinion, in the NFL. He is great. He is a very good quarterback as it is right now. But 3 interceptions the week prior against Kansas City and 4 interceptions, you're not going to win in the playoffs. And that's pretty much what happened. But I give credit to the Colts. Little by little and year by year, they are improving. This year they didn't have Reggie Wayne. T.Y. Hilton was hurt throughout this whole game in New England. Next year, looking ahead, they get some new pieces. Deepen up the receiving core. Although Brazil looks pretty talented to me, as well as that other white boy. I forgot his name. He's pretty good. I forgot his name. I think he went to Stanford too with Andrew Luck. Not Kobe Fleener, not the tight end. He's a wide receiver. But anyways, they get some depth. Trent Richardson, hopefully he becomes worthy of that first round pick that they traded for him. I don't think so, but anyways, they solidify that. Reggie Wayne will come back and work on that defense a bit more. They will be a contender for years to come. So there is hope in Indianapolis, of course, especially when you have Andrew Luck there. But anyways, so the Seahawks advanced to the NFC Championship game. The Patriots advanced to the AFC Championship game. Today, San Francisco versus Carolina. San Francisco won the game by 13. They pretty much won the whole second half. The first half, uh, well, they did have that touchdown in the first half. At the end of the first half, a great catch by Vernon Davis, uh, and they didn't look back from there. Kaepernick played a good game. He controlled the game, mostly with his feet. When they needed first downs, when they needed that touchdown, he did what he had to do. And Anquan Boldin, underrated in my opinion. I overlook him a lot, as a wide receiver, as a top wide receiver. Yes, a top wide receiver. The guy's clutch. He plays hard, and he gives it his all. And he's been there before, so they have to give credit to him. And Frank Gore, of course, when needed, he comes through. For the Panthers, too many mistakes, way too many mistakes. And Cam Newton, he was just staring down his receivers towards the in the second half. You're just staring him down, and that was my issue with him. He's just too young, and not young as an age, or he's still young age. I mean, but he's as young as experience. He's inexperienced, especially in the playoffs. So yeah, he ended up losing that game, and Steve Smith being hurt didn't help them. But that defense is legit. Just like the Colts, they need some weapons. They definitely need more wide receivers. They need Hakeem Nicks possibly as a free agent, someone like that to help Cam Newton and be alongside Steve Smith. The running backs are pretty decent. They do have a running back by committee. It's not really one running back, but that team, definitely high hopes for that team if Cam Newton continues to develop. And Greg Olson's another very good tight end. So the final game of the evening, San Diego versus Denver, division rivalry game in the divisional round. Denver won the game by 7. Denver did start off strong, very strong. They were up, I think, 17-0. Yeah, they were up 17-0 going into the fourth quarter. Prior to that, too many mistakes by the Chargers. Too many penalties, defensive line, offsides and neutral zone infractions. Just too many penalties for a team to overcome. And as you can see, they did lose by 7. But they did come back in the fourth quarter. And they made it a game. And the comeback came up short. Injuries killed their defense for key stops, and that was noticed on the 3rd and 17, where they had a backup in there, and there was miscommunications, left Julius Thomas wide open for the first down, which pretty much killed them. But Keenan Allen has proven himself. I think he's going to be the offensive rookie of the year, and he's proven himself to be a legit wide receiver in the NFL and for years to come. He's a rookie this year, so that's good for San Diego. Remember, Malcolm Floyd had that gruesome injury, and he'll be back next year, hopefully. So that team, again, is talented and has an arrow pointing up, but they do play in a tough division. So we'll see how that works out. Now, then we have an NFC Championship game. San Francisco travels to Seattle, and we have Denver, or the Patriots traveling to Denver. My picks, as I gave you my Super Bowl picks, were San Francisco and Denver. I'm going to stick with that. Although it's going to be super tough for San Francisco to go to Seattle and win that game. Seattle's not even selling tickets to other 44 states, only states around them and Hawaii. So it's going to be very loud. San Francisco fans, it's going to be tough to get in there and to even cheer for their fans. So it's going to be tough for San Francisco, but I just think Frank Gore and Anquan Boldin can help lead this team. Kaepernick has been there before. The defense is playing pretty good football, and Michael Crabtree has to step up this game, especially, and Kaepernick as well. Kaepernick, because he's the quarterback and he's the leader of the team. It's going to be a real close, gritty game. I won't be surprised if it even goes to overtime. I don't expect a blowout. The linebackers have to stop Marshawn Lynch, and they just can't get beat by Seattle's wide receivers. I know Percy Harvin's a question mark. He's been hurt all year, and he was hurt in the playoff game, so we'll see what's happening. But I'm going to just stick with San Francisco in a close game, probably by 3. Yeah, picking the upset. And Denver and New England, it's another tough game. Peyton versus Brady. I'm just giving the edge to Peyton, and at the Broncos. They're deep at wide receiver. The Patriots' weakness is their secondary, is their defense. You know, their linebacker core has been depleted. Although I give credit where credit is due, and Bill Belichick is one of the greatest coaches of all time. But I'm gonna just go with Tom Brady. I'm gonna go with Peyton Manning and the deep roster that he just has now. So those are my picks. I might get into it. I might make another video before just speaking about the 2 championship games, but I'm gonna leave it at that. This video's been pretty long, so check that out. Check it out. Check you guys out later. Comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys later.